السلام عليكم شخشاش، اخبارك؟ هسه نعرف فيديو جديد. بهذا الفيديو راح نعرض المباراة العاشرة من بطولة دبي، اللي هي من اكبر البطولات مال ببجي لحد الان، اللي من كل العالم جوها. ومن افضلهم واللي عجبني بيهم كان معلق تمنيت يلعب وياهم، اللي هو باور بانك. التيمين الوحيدين اللي عجبوني بيهم اللي هما السي بي تي والار ار كيو، افضل تيمين ادوا بهذه البطولة. والباقيين اتوقع لعبهم كلش عادي، ويعني جو العادي اصلا. يعني الباقيين اتوقع لعبهم اغلب اللاعبين العراقيين المشهورين هسه يلعبون احسن منهم. وبس اعرفكم هي البطولة، وذولا لعبهم هيك يعني. والله اقول اللعب مالتنا احنا احسن منهم. بس عندك السي بي تي والار ار كيو لعبوا عدل بيها، وجابوا كلات حلوة. بس طولت بالحكي، عفكم ويا المباراة وما سجل الصوت وياها، بس صوت المعلقين واللاعبين. المهم خليكم ويا البطولة، وفي أمان الله.
Finally, we're seeing them mix it up a little bit. These guys have decided, you know what, we're ditching our Watertown drop location, and we are going to have some fun at this point. Let's mix it up. Let's go after the top dogs. I got to tip my hat to Team BRK here. A little nod of respect for them for mixing it up and trying something new.
I definitely love that. I'm pretty sure they want to go ahead and make a name out of themselves, especially after that round. And look at this, RQ Athena with now 4,600 points, and CPT slowly but surely starting to crawl up there with 3,885 points.
Noticeable gap here between third and fourth. Now almost 400 points between LH Doyu and GT Doyu, which just last game, they were almost right next to each other in points. And you've seen Wildcard now creep into the top 10 as we look at them and BTR here fighting it out in Primorsk.
And Gainstars being able to go ahead and get some good finishes there on that last round, securing that 7th spot. They're more than likely wanting to go ahead and push the action too. And BRK is an interesting team, right? They're actually one of the teams that I'm a little bit disappointed on, as we saw them get absolutely demolished there earlier by Evos, as one of the players from Evos, Ernie, gets knocked down there.
So we actually have 3 squads looting up Primorsk right now. We got Evos, we got Wildcard, we got BTR. All of these guys, very solid squads. They are in trouble as well. Ernie already knocked, and there's nobody nearby. Evos known for looting up pretty much separately. And Ernie's going to take a bow out as the first person eliminated. Ernie is also one of the best strategic minds in the game. And look at that. Luxy with the hurl from all the way downtown. And he knocks JZ as well. Evos in trouble here in Primorsk early.
JC a little bit there, too close to the action. And now we got Evos X waiting patiently, trying to figure out what is BRK going to go ahead and do. Are they going to go ahead and start pushing the action even more? We saw them throw that grenade as soon as that player went down. And look at this, Evos JC. There's no way he's going to go ahead and pick up, but them leaving him alive. JC is going to go and be able to give some intel to his other players, saying, hey, they're currently in first floor, they're currently in second floor, they're actually maybe in front of me. So it's something you want to go ahead and look out for. Usually BRK actually finished them early, but right now they're just waiting patiently.
I don't know that they know where he is right now. They ran through the building. We got KWCD as well taking on Torty, and Appa is down. Appa away from his squad right now. I'm not sure what's going on. It looks like Bro RC across the street. But again, Appa in trouble right now. It looks like he will be eliminated. June also knocked. They traded knocks. And it looks like just this coming in to get the finish there on Torty. And again, our second and third players off the board. JZ also goes down to Zuxi with a shotgun over in Primorsk.
It was actually BTR. My apologies there, as we see KWCD now starting to clear some people out of their area. And BTR saying, hey, we're taking out some people from Evos. How about we go ahead and start looking towards Wildcard? Wildcard is starting to rotate around. We saw Hot Jukes there getting shot earlier by BTR. Something he wants to go ahead and keep in mind, because you don't want to go out this early, especially after such a great game in that last one by Wildcard.
Definitely Wildcard sharing the city right now with, it looks like, BTR. And they are content to go around the outskirts, loot up as much as they can. They have the vehicle, and they are going to rotate out, it looks like, trying to avoid a fight early. Again, Wildcard currently moving into the top 10 after their second place performance last game. They are one of 2 North American teams to finish in the top 4 last time, Gainstars being the other. Really nice performances from them. Good to see them show up in third-person perspective here today.
as it happened to BRK?
That's right.
Or is he going to
just like last game when Bullshark was hiding in the forest, he's doing it again this game. Wonder if he'll be able to go 1v4 once again. That's probably not on his agenda of things he wants to do today. I'm sure he would prefer to have his teammates rather than trying to go 1v4.
They definitely will, and we're having a stand-up right now in Pochinki as BRK is looking around for RRQ Athena, but they're not being able to spot him now. BRK will love to have this engagement, will love to be able to go ahead and take out RRQ, get some confidence, and pretty much be able to show, hey, maybe we know we didn't do that good in the whole tournament overall, but we can actually go ahead and take out the top team for right now.
Could be a little bit interesting. I like the crossbow on the back of one of the players here in kill as well. Maybe we'll see a repeat of that here in the global final.
I do remember that by Claire Dragoon there with Winsanity. I believe it was in LA finals, in RRQ G9 just waiting. He sees that the player is nearby. More than likely, he's actually not. Caveira deciding not to heal up, deciding to see if RRQ is going to push as Baraka now goes down for BRK.
There he comes. He hears the bandage. He goes to push, and that Uzi is going to be trouble.
Is he going to be able to go ahead and get this clutch right here? RRQ with the...
Tries to get out the window, and he can't do it. Caveira's going to get the finish on him. Nice job to BRK.
Huge plays here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, RRQ Athena is currently in first place. If for some reason BRK is able to go and clear them out, it is going to be interesting. See,
Zod goes down. That is huge from G2E. Right now, RRQ is living a little bit of a nightmare, getting pressure early in their preferred drop location, and they are a man down already. This is not what they were hoping for. Oh, Fusi unable to get inside the door. He's going to get knocked from behind. Caveira, though, going to try to come to his rescue. G2E on the rooftops right now, bearing down, trying to get the finish. Clips Baraka on the ankles. Baraka able to get the safety for short. Isong pushing across the street. Baraka and crew are in trouble, but again, how much damage can they inflict before they go out is the question.
And RRQ2E pretty much imaging their Diablo, and he gets shot. That is it for BRK. So it seems like it didn't plan out right, but they were able at least to give some hurt RRQ in a way, because they took one of their players, and now RRQ is going to be in a huge disadvantage with just 3 players for the rest of the match. Luckily for them, they were able to go ahead and add 4 kills.
That's right. G9 has been one of the top shots of the tournament so far. Remember his Mini 14 action yesterday. He was unbelievable with the weapon, and he has gone out for his team. So they are rocking only 3 people right now for the remainder of the game. They did end up coming out of that Pochinki engagement victorious, but that is not how they wanted to start this game 10, where they are trying to hold on to that top spot, and it looks like some of the other teams are not going to let them.
It is, and I'm actually wondering what kind of play style here Arab Madness is going to go with, because they did start the day on place 17th, and they're playing very conscious. So are they going to go ahead and just stick to that gameplay, or do they want to go ahead and push the action a little bit more? They want to get a little bit more aggressive, get the kills, or what are they trying to do here? As we do see Full Sand passing by them earlier, and CPT. Early rotations from military base, getting all the cars, all the vehicles, but they've got to watch out because Cloud9 is up on that hill, and they might start getting some shots rained down on them.
Cloud9 approaching while they're split up. CPT has been divided 2 and 2. Looks like they are starting to group up right now, aware that they are being looked at. Han and 762 joining up with their teammates, but impressive rotation right now from CPT. Again, they looted up Military Island, but look at how far north they are. They're actually one of the northernmost teams right now, and they already looted down south.
Yep, they definitely have early rotations, as we're talking about it earlier, as we see Gainstars Fyra in the backseat saying, hey, Angry, make sure I don't get shot. Start juking around a little bit. 6-act for me. Gainstars making sure they're trying to get some good rotations here. And Hero, one of the consistent teams there from day one. More than likely, they want to go ahead and continue getting consistency here. We haven't been able to see that today. Trying to figure out what they do here with the cars. Who's going to go first? There you go. They finally decide who's going to go ahead and go first. Gentlemen's agreement pretty much there.
Doc, you troll. When you watch this back, I just want you to know that you're a troll. Knocking your teammate out of the garage twice there while you're trying to get into there. That was pretty funny stuff. Now, the Hero's going to take position here in this compound. Good stuff. Really good compound to take. This is a very, very nice position to fight from. Lots of good sight lines in all areas here. So Hero, again, not performing as they would like at the European champions, but they also have had some really good performances as well. They've just been a little bit inconsistent this tournament.
They definitely have. In day one, round actually number 2, they were able to secure their A4 spot, and then in round 8, they were able to go ahead and secure a second spot. So they definitely got what it takes, right, to get in the top 4. But can they do it again? As we see Team Terror from India, we saw them starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Can they go ahead and continue that aggressiveness? Or maybe when they shoot somebody down, they're still going to be passive. I want to go ahead and see them push a little bit more. Tell the other teams, namaste, we're coming for you. Watch out, because we definitely want to go ahead and make a name for ourselves.
I really like how Team CPT is holding this compound here. Lots of good angles being worked, lots of different locations in the buildings. If anybody was to come through here, they'd have a really good line of sight on pretty much any angle. So I like the way they're playing this. Evo's Bull Shark off on his own right now. He's chilling, man. I wonder if he's taking a little bathroom break.
He might be waiting. You know, he might be waiting for our squad to come nearby. That way he can go ahead and just clear him out as he did with BRK earlier. And
There's
look at this zone here. Great zone for RRQ, as they are literally smack down the middle in Pachinki after they were able to go ahead and clear out BRK. And this, the gross that I know you love, PB. And also a ghillie suit in case for some reason the final circle is out in the open.
That's right. You can see Cloud9 has wonderful position yet again this game. We'll see if they actually do something with it this time around. They still have not yet cracked the top 10 in any game so far this tournament. Really looking at them to try to do a little bit stronger performance moving forward in this tournament.
And we see Galaxy just waiting patiently. They're seeing the Japanese team pass by. He has to watch out. You don't want to go ahead and run over your teammate. Trust me, it has happened to me a couple times, and it's not fun whatsoever. They do have a level 3 backpack and a bunch of loot. Now, interesting stuff that I actually been seeing by the Chinese teams, as I mentioned earlier in the day, is they do run that strategy where they carry a lot of grenades, and then instead of doing a smoke wall, they had to go ahead and do an explosive wall. Telling teams, hey, you do not want to get close to us, because if you do, guess what? There's going to be grenades just raining down on you, and more than likely, you can't get knocked down from them.
I'm impressed with a lot of the Chinese teams and the Thai teams, the fact that they have so many frag grenades on each player, yet they still have all of that ammunition to be able to spray down the vehicles that drive by. Really, really efficient at looting and keeping a really nice loadout that can put a lot of offensive pressure on people as they push their positions. Now BTR heading through the fields here up the Pachinki Hills, through Cloud9 and also through CPT. Some off-roading here in a sedan, not always recommended. Some bullets pinging off the back there, Rolex firing shots over into Natick, and they will escape safely for now, grab some cover on the ridge and focus their attention towards Cloud9.
Cloud9 led by Rolex, more than likely trying to make a name here, as they haven't had the best showing yet. And CPT still controlling that area that they actually controlled in the previous game. It worked for them. Luckily, they are also inside the zone. But are they going to go ahead and try to challenge maybe RRQ in Pochinki, as we're seeing BTR deciding to go ahead and jump out of the cars, and they might actually try to engage here against Cloud9, as Cloud9 is taking out some of the tires of their vehicles.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a difficult spot right now. They are getting shot from 2 angles right now, trying to protect their cars, and I don't know if they're going to get flushed out of that position or just continue to move down the hill. And we take a look now at LH Doyu, and they are looking off in the distance at an Illuminate squad bearing down upon them.
And LH Doyu had actually was very hurt there in the last round, but nonetheless, they were still able to secure a high place on that game number 9.
I like how they set the gas can out behind the car here.
Just in case. They don't want to go ahead and keep all that stuff in their backpack, which is actually a very, very smart play. Super awareness there by them, as they do like to go ahead and carry a lot of smokes and also a lot of grenades.
Well,
look at this. GT, he's going to go ahead and start shooting. GT, though, you gets that knocks as Exclusive gets a little bit too comfortable, and more than likely, he's going to go ahead and try to get this finish. Is he going to go ahead and be able to do it, as now Poulsen is hurt by 1, and look at the shots here by him. He barely misses Katarina, as she's 5 HP from getting knocked
with
down.
the long-range shots there, full auto with the M4. That was impressive stuff. Exclusive, she's dead. There's no getting her, and Chushu is going to make sure of that. Katarina Suki, very low health in that compound, and she is being descended upon right now by GT Doyu. Ollie Pocket looking out the window, trying to, protect the squad a little bit, as you see Exclusive bow out of the competition at this point. Unfortunate loss there, but Can't be caught out in the open like that by a squad like GT.U.
An interesting place there also by GT.U. Akan, as you mentioned, he did start rotating around. He's going to be able to get different angles on him. And look at this. Ollie Pocket is going to go ahead and start getting rushed. GT6 gun is going to get the shots right there, ladies and gentlemen. He more than likely is going to head upstairs. He has to watch out because Full Send is known for waiting around, but it doesn't matter. GT6 got was just so much better, and look at that. GT.U easy claps, baby, as they're able to go ahead and clear that compound, and Full Send gets eliminated.
Could try to full send there. Unfortunately, just getting caught, you know, kind of spread apart and out of position there. GT takes full advantage, moves in, presses their advantage again in typical aggressive fashion. And they are trying to make a rebound statement after last game going out in 18th spot. Well, they've at least secured 18th spot here moving forward.
It's definitely working for them, getting the kills as well, as they still have their full squad in GT6 got with those great kills there. He was more than likely able to hear that player downstairs, took her out, went upstairs, took out the other player as well. As we see GG here switching cars, they might like that UAC. Actually, we got a chance to see one of the UACs, and oh my goodness, it is actually really cool. Great stuff there by him as well. GG decides to go ahead and shoot out the tires. They're saying, hey, we're not gonna go ahead and use this car. That means nobody else is gonna go ahead and use this car.
And I liked how they shot the correct tires out as well in a front-wheel drive vehicle. They got the front tires. Sometimes you see people shoot the back ones out, and you can still drag that thing along.
You can definitely, you're pretty much just going to be skidding around or just not going anywhere. And that's something that we saw on day one. A lot of the Chinese teams making sure that they had a